Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server. We are in Iron Man mode with Iron Phoenix, our Silver Phoenix recreation, who is on a story arc for Montague Castanella. And we are dealing with the Lost and the Ricti, and we got a few more parts of it to go. We're level 14 now. We have both our movement and our combat jumping power, and we have Focus Chi now to do a little more damage. And I almost forgot to go to the hospital and make sure we've got our full set of inspirations, but we will do that since we're right nearby, no problem. And, this is something I probably would not do. In fact, I definitely would not do with a normal scrapper, but because we can't afford even a single faceplant on this character, because that will be the end of the playthrough, and we don't want that to happen, I gotta make sure that we're all tricked out. So far, we still haven't sold anything on the auction house. I do want to point out it has been a lot of episodes, but it's only been a couple days because I can't stop playing this character, so I've been filming like 3 or 4 episodes a day instead of 1 a day the way I normally do. Normally what I do is I film 1 a day and then I go off and play Twilight Raven, who's a stalker. And because I enjoy stalkers more than as much as I like the Defender and the Controller and everything, I still like stalkers and scrappers and brutes the best. And so I was playing, an episode or maybe 2 a day of whatever character I was doing Iron Man with and Iron Man mode with. And then I was, oh boy, this is going to be rough. And then I was, switching over to the Stalker, and then I could play her as much as I want, and it's not Iron Man mode, and so on and so forth. So let's start with Focus Chi. And now we're going to have trouble. Yeah, that was the... I did not realize you were going to do circle in here, because we've been fighting Lost so much. We might not be able to win this, guys, if they're all yellow cons. I needed to come in here with a full tray of accuracies. No, we're going to lose. I needed to come in here with a full tray of accuracies. I did not realize that we were going to be fighting these guys. How about the Ghost Slaying Axe? Does it do anything? Oh yeah, it did a little extra damage. But yeah, it took everything we had just to win one fight with minions. If we keep coming up with those guys, we will not survive this. Because I can't... I won't be able to hit. And there's a ball. Oh, this is Lady Jane. Oh man. And she usually dies and gets me killed. I'm not gonna risk my life to save her. Sorry. Guess I'm not much of a hero. Alright, we need practice brawler for this. Well, I'm gonna try pulling the archer. I don't know if that's gonna work. I guess not. But we do want to focus on the archer first, because we've got to get rid of her. Alright, and now we go after this guy. It is good that we have Focus Chi. I'm going to try not to knock him into that wall, mostly because I don't want to, like, cause a graphical issue. You know, where he, like, ends up in the wall and then, then he's stuck. Yeah, and he's killing my recharge rate, too. We might actually survive the boss. Probably more easily. This was easier than fighting the spectral demons. And we did get a luck. That helps a little bit. But man, this is going to be really rough. The main problem is, with her, is she will run off after these demons when they, like... When they get low on hit points, they run off, and she will run off and follow them and aggro everything in the room. Maybe... No, I was going to try to go around her. It's okay to do this with a stalker, because I just sneak around this, go find the treasure, and then kill my way back to her. But it's going to be very hard to do this with her and these things, right? Because they're going to run off. So we'll do the best we can, guys. But we may not survive this mission. This may be the end of this character. Because I have no way to increase my 2-hit. What I have to hope is that she does some damage. Because I'm not going to be able to hit these guys, but I can kind of tank them. There we go. Now, I don't know whether she killed it or not. Not sure. I think so, yes. So we're going to have to take this very slowly until we get some more inspirations back. Alright, well, we're in now. We're committed. Come on, Lady Jane. Start doing some damage. Alright, she got that one. 72% to hit's not too bad. They can debuff much worse than that if they gang up on you. I'm trying really hard to kill them before they run away, because she will follow them. And the unfortunate thing about this is they have these missions where you get an NPC. They have the difficulty geared toward as if it's a 2-person team, because they're assuming the NPC is going to be contributing, but they usually don't. Oh man, and there's a boss in here, isn't there? Oh no, it's just a lieutenant. Okay. Well, come here, Lady Jane. I'm going to pull you back. See if we can do a pull. Yeah, there's going to be no good way to do this. If I can pull her back before she aggroes. That's it. That's it. Okay. And then I can hold the door. I'm going to need to use luck here. Yeah, he's got me debuffed to 69%. But I want you to notice, right, it's 69% to hit. But most of the time, you just whiff constantly. Okay, we got an enhancement. Doesn't do us any good. Alright, that's okay. So that's doing well. We're doing okay so far. Coming. I know there are more guys over there, but I want to get her to the chest so we complete the mission. There we go. Alright, I'm going to just head out. That's the end of this mission. I'm not going to fight those guys because there are too many of them and I don't have enough accuracy. And we got some salvage. That's also not real orange salvage. So now what we're going to do is go see Argot Berwat, who is in Atlas Park. And on my way there, I am going to stop off in the Atlas Park Hospital and grab some inspirations. I don't know if I don't think we're doing any more circle. But we might be. So what I'm going to do is grab 4 yellows. Man, Focus Chi, that was a big help for us. Now, it's just a coincidence that I happened to be doing that mission right after picking it. But it ended up being a really good help because it increased our 2-hit just enough. I wasn't sure we were going to make it out of that mission, guys. I really wasn't. When I saw those 3 spectral demons right there at the front entrance +1, I was like, oh man. And it took every inspiration I had to beat them. And I couldn't run out. And because the normal thing I would have done would have been, okay, let me go out, let me swallow my whole tray, in that battle, and then go out and get 4 or 6 insights, right? So, like, I'm going to ditch one of these endurances as well. Because I think we need more yellows. Now, it may be if we're fighting Richter, we're not going to need that many yellows, and then I'll just go ahead and use them and hope to get better ones. But for now, I think we're going to go... Let me do 1 damage here, and then we're going to do 4 insights I don't know if even that's enough, but I hesitate to go in with less than 2 heals and 2 lucks. And I feel like the extra damage is warranted because they also are resistant to our damage. So I don't know for level 16 what we're going to get next. I think it might be Cobra Strike. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I might have to wait until 18th level to get Focus Senses. But I feel like we need that stun. That'll help us with, mezzing enemies and stuff. And it does as good damage as Crane Kick. And the other problem is we're dying on endurance. I can't even keep Practice Brawler up. So adding another toggle isn't going to really be useful because I'm going to have to turn it off all the time anyway. I mean, obviously I can turn it on situationally. I don't know. I think I'm not sure what to do because it's going to be a long wait till 18 to get Focus Senses. But it'd also be a long wait to 18 to get Cobra Strike as well. So now we're going to talk to Azuria. And we've got more fake orange salvage. I call it fake because it's not the kind of salvage you can sell, right? It's not, or use to craft an item. It's the kind of salvage that you, well, you do use it to craft an item, but you don't use it to craft anything you can keep. You use it to craft a wand that's going to turn the lost into normal humans. Spoiler alert. All right, let's go talk to Azuria. Let's make sure we got our visual scale up. There we go. Do we have anything to sell? Not much. Oops. And now we talk to Montague. Craft the Lost Cure. Alright, so now we gotta go to Steel Canyon, to the university. So I'll pause it here, guys, and I'll bring you back once we've crafted the item. Alright, we're back to craft the Lost Cure. And now we have that. And we will contact Montague. Kind of silly calling him from out here when he's right in the other room, but that's okay. So now we're going to cure 20 lost. So let's go to SKYWAY City. And we'll find a bunch of lost. So the way this works is we're going to find ones that are kind of close-ish to our level, and we will beat up some and cure the others because there's like a 10-15 second recharge time on this thing, so you can't just go bang bang bang. So what I'll do is probably like cure the minion and then fight the lieutenant, or cure the lieutenant and fight the 2 minions, or what have you. So let's go SKYWAY City. Ooh, SKYWAY City South is where the lost are. Let's go to, I guess we're going to have to go to, well, let's try. Let's do it. What the hell? I mean, yeah, they're going to be reds and oranges, but we can like cure the red one and fight the orange ones. If it's like a red lieutenant and an orange minion, we can cure the red lieutenant and fight the orange minion. That's no problem. So we're going to look right around here. This is the lowest level with the lost. We are in the land of the lost, so you can find them around here. Oh boy, purples. Yeah, I don't think we're going purple. So let's head toward the King's Row section. In the King's Row section over here, there are lost over in that section of King's Row as well. Yeah, this looks like it's too rich for my blood. I mean, if this were not an Iron Man playthrough, I would risk it. But because you can go see me risk it in the Silver Phoenix run. But yeah, purples, we're a little too low a level for that. So that means it'll be kind of boring because King's Row's lost are all really weak. They're all below 10th level, 12th level, whatever. I think they go to 10th. So here we go, Skyway City. Oh, no, sorry, Kings Row from Skyway City. Head south into here, and there should be some lost. Somewhere around here. Yeah, so I'm not going to worry about fighting these guys. I'm just going to use the wand. This one, this may not actually aggro them because they're all Grey Khans. So we'll just go ahead and do this. It's a shame that there aren't a lot of lost like in the between zone, like between level 10 and level 15. There are very few. Of course, now I'm going to screw up these spawns, right? Because they won't respawn. Yeah, let me clean these up. Because what happens if you don't clear the whole spawn, it won't. It takes a longer time to respawn. I'm not sure if it does at all. Right? So if I just hit this guy, I don't know how long it'll be before those guys respawn. I really don't. Let's see. There's another lost. Yeah, I'm not going to clean up like 6 guys. I will do 1 or 2. Just because it doesn't take long. And we got a badge. Right here is the... where are the badges? Here we go. Summoned badge. What, are they attacking me? Oh, they're attacking the citizen. No, no. No, no. You don't get to do that. 8 down, 20 to go, or 12 to go. This is generally the area where you find lost. Come on. So this should get us to 11. So these are all the normal people that were turned into lost by the Rikti transformation. And they're just normal people. There's an aberrant eremite. He's a boss, but he can still be transformed. It's interesting this guy's not aggroing to the 2 citizens. I'm not sure what made the other guys aggro. 14 down, 6 to go. And there's no help for it, you just have to wait the 10 seconds or whatever it is for the cure to wake back up. Right, 11 seconds. Alright, so there's 16 down, 4 to go. There are 2 more. No, you don't. No, you don't. And you don't get to kill my target either. Because I want to cure him. 18 down, 2 to go. There's a lost right there. One to go. One lost. A lost, a lost. My kingdom for a lost. Gosh, I remember coming down here hunting lost as a normal street hunt. And getting my butt absolutely killed by them because I did not realize, well, like, what a lieutenant was yet. Or, like, I didn't recognize, right? I mean, I knew what a lieutenant was. But I didn't recognize that, like, the guys with the TVs on their heads were lieutenants. I wasn't good at reading these things yet. I was just looking at the con. Oh, he's a white con. No problem. And turns out he was a lieutenant. And bang, bang, got my butt kicked. How do you get your butt kicked with a white lieutenant? Yeah, by not knowing how to play the game. Okay, where is the last lost? Oh, this is so infuriating. Just want one more guy. Here we go. Done. Badge earned. And now we contact. Well done. And now epilogue. Civis pacem parabellum would be the correct way to say that in Latin. They didn't have a soft C back then. So it wasn't pacem, it was pacem. And the V was pronounced like a W. Or so we think. We don't know for sure, because Latin's a dead language. I always remember when I was using the pronunciation to pronounce biology terms, my undergrad advisor saying, you need to stop using the proposed Latin pronunciation and use the biology pronunciation. Okay, so we want to go to south. I always get confused with the Steel Canyon because south is below north on the map, but it's above it, and alphabetically, but it's above it in the list because it's a higher level, and the list is sorted by level, not by alphabet, and not by geography. Hope you guys are enjoying this run. We're doing pretty well. We're halfway through level 14. The one time I thought we were going to die earlier in this episode, we managed to survive, knock on wood. Civis pacem parabellum. And in we go. Got another badge. And we're in the Midnighter Club, and we got to talk to Mercedes. And then we got to talk to this guy. And that is the end of this story arc. Gained a bead. Actually, almost 2 beads. Look at that. So how are we doing on time? 24 minutes. Alright, let's see if we can get a short mission, hopefully short, from the next contact. Let's roll up our next contact. Now that we finally did a story arc, let's roll up our next contact. So we only have, there's no way to roll a die 4. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 and re-roll 5 and 6. Four. Okay, so the fourth one is going to be at the bottom, I believe, right? Well, I'll show you, but of the unused contacts, we have the detectives don't count. We have Jill, Lorenzo, and Wilson. I thought we had somebody else. That's it? Well, alright, so then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So we're going to do Lorenzo. Okay. So we head back to Skyway City. I'll bring you guys back when we are with Lorenzo. Alright, we are back. And Lorenzo asks us to stop council sabotage here or here. Shut down the council cell. Let's do that. That's, I think, a door mission. Yes, it is. And we'll just teleport there. To BOOMTOWN we go. It's actually slightly dangerous to do this if you materialize outside of a mission door in a hazard zone that's in your level range and there's a whole big spawn outside that mission door. You could get pounded. But obviously, unless you get really hit amazingly fast, you can go inside and you'll be all set. So this is Council, it looks like. That's who Archons usually are. Yep, Council. They should be less of a problem than most other mobs because they don't have a lot of extras to throw at you. You can see what a nice help that focus chi is. We just wiped that lieutenant out. We also got a crit. I mean, that helps. Okay. We will not get to level 15 in this episode, guys, because I don't think this mission will give us that much XP, but we will get pretty far through 14. And this is an example of how you got to watch out how much you use or when you use focus chi. I tend to hoard it and then never use it enough before it's recharging on SOs. But this is a great example. I use it on a yellow lieutenant, and now there's a bunch of orange lieutenants. Right? So you never know. And if you use it too early, you might use it on something weaker than what you're going to face in the next around the next corner, and then you don't have it available because it's got a long recharge time. And it's going to get longer because of the slow that these guys put on you. There we go. So we're going to wait for focus chi to come back. Two shots and he's done. There we go. And these guys can take a wallop. So now we need to take a knee. This character is super fun. Just love martial arts. Okay. Patrol. Pull. So every spawn in here except the very first one has been a +1 so far. And Look at that. We aggroed that guy from God knows where. Alright, we're going to need a luck here because somehow the lieutenant came after us even though he was nowhere near this group. Wow. I gotta use everything I've got to beat this spawn. Which is gonna make it hard to beat the Archon. Come on. Oh, he is the Archon. He's a boss. I thought he was a lieutenant. No wonder I was getting my butt kicked. Oh, he was fleeing. I didn't even register that. Got him. That's what was happening. He didn't aggro to me. He was fleeing. And if you go back and watch Silver Phoenix, I actually took this mission and I failed it. Because he ran right past me. It was a different configuration, of course, of the hallway and everything. Alright. I'm going to go back to Lorenzo, and then we will stop this episode, because I think that's far enough. It's almost half an hour, so we're good. I hope you guys have been enjoying. We're pretty far through level 14. 6 levels to go to break the record, my previous Iron Man record. And if we do that, we'll keep going. See how long we can go before dying for the first time. It's not easy with Super Reflex. If they just get lucky and hit you a couple of times, you're basically done. But we've been holding out and doing a pretty good job. I've been really happy with this character. I love it. Love Iron Phoenix. Love martial arts. So cool. Best power set in the game, guys. No question about it. And Super Reflex is my favorite. Well, classical old school Super Reflex is my favorite defense. I don't know about this practice brawler toggle. I haven't decided on it yet. And I think they made some changes to elude, and I don't like that because elude's my baby. I love that power. Always have. Alright. So let's go to the store. We've got a bunch of inspirations we can grab now, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's get our full package. And we're set. Alright guys, I think that's a good place to stop. I do want to show you one thing. We have 110,000 influence, so we're doing alright. We still need 700,000+ to get to level 22 for SOs, but we're doing okay with the influence, even though we haven't been able to sell any orange salvage on the auction house. So, doing alright. Until next time, folks, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been City of Heroes Iron Man mode on the Rebirth server.